Welcome back, Michigan fans. It's been a while since I've made a video, but some big news occurred over the last week. On Wednesday, May 26th, Hunter Dickinson officially declared for the NBA draft, and I'm just going to read his statement real quick. He said, "Last year was so incredible in every way. Throughout all of the ups and downs, we were united and had an unbelievable season, winning the Big Ten and a run to the NCAA Elite Eight. These are the memories that will last a lifetime. I wouldn't have wanted to spend it anywhere else or with anyone else. I am so appreciative to be a part of such an amazing program. I'm grateful to my coaches, my teammates, the fans, and the entire, and we just got restricted by the school, and the entire Michigan community." And he went on to say that with the support of his family and coaching staff, he was excited to announce that he was declaring for the NBA draft. But he is signing with an NCAA eligible agent, which means he can retain eligibility and he can come back next season. Now, let's leave that page so we don't get restricted again. This is not shocking. This is not shocking that Hunter Dickinson decided to go this route for the time being. He had an unbelievable season last year. Let's pull up the stats because they're pretty impressive. He averaged about 14 points a game, 7 rebounds a game, second-team All-American, led Michigan to the Elite Eight as our go-to player for a lot of the year, and was a key part of why this team won the Big Ten. So yes, Hunter Dickinson exceeded expectations as a 4-star recruit coming out of DeMatha in Maryland. He'd always said that he was more than a one-year player, though, which makes the decision to declare for the draft a little surprising. But once, as I said, not shocking based on those stats. Let's just go to the stats just for... Now, in his interview with Andy Katz, he said that the decision to enter the draft was tough because he had two great situations. He was either going to stay another year at Michigan or he was going to enter the NBA because, of course, he wanted to realize his dream of becoming a pro athlete. And he said his heart was with the NBA. That's more than a little concerning because that does make it sound like he is leaning toward going into the NBA draft. However, I don't think that he is quite ready as an NBA prospect. Looking at mock drafts, you don't see Hunter Dickinson in the top 30, 40, even 50. He's at best a late second-round pick. He's obviously going to be hearing a lot of input from NBA coaches, NBA coaches, his surrounding staff, his agent will definitely tap into NBA scouts. I don't think this guy is an NBA draft pick at the moment. I do not believe he is going in either the first or second round. His game doesn't quite fit the modern NBA, and that's definitely fixable. Spend another year in college, work with Juwan, work with Sadie Washington, develop a mid-range jumper. That is definitely his biggest flaw. Hunter Dickinson does not have much of a mid-range game at all. But if he develops a mid-range game, I do believe he is a first-round pick in the 2022 NBA draft. Now, he declared that he was leaving at May 26th, and obviously May 30th was the deadline for any college players to declare. Obviously, retaining eligibility means he can opt back in to play for Michigan in his sophomore season. I still expect that this is what he will do based on what I just said. The fact that he's not a modern NBA player. He has very little outside ability when it comes to shooting the jumper. Didn't make any threes last season. Only took a couple. Didn't really make any even outside the paint shots, jump shots. He was not a great jump shooter at all and wasn't a threat from out there. So he'll need to develop that part of his game. And if he does declare for the draft, which is unlikely, that is a massive blow to Michigan's 2021-22 NBA or NCAA title hopes. There's no real center on this team without Austin Davis and Hunter Dickinson. Terrence Williams, Brandon Johns, Will Cheddar, who is a 3-star recruit coming in. Those guys might have to step it up, but I still believe that Hunter Dickinson will return. Right here, this man, Isaiah Livers. I think this decision to declare for the draft, kind of like what Isaiah Livers did last year, second rounder or second to outside the draft, and just tried to weigh his options a little bit before making the right call and coming back to Michigan. That's exactly what Isaiah Livers did. It's what I think that Hunter Dickinson will do based on his draft stock. But if there is a chance that he just goes, he has taken an agent, obviously, an NCAA eligible one. But if they hear a couple teams liking him in the late first round, early second round, that could be it for Hunter Dickinson at Michigan. And it is possible because he is a very exciting young talent. But I don't think that'll happen. I think he comes back after weighing his options. He has some time to decide. NBA draft obviously is not until much later down the road. But this was an interesting decision. It's something to monitor if you're a Michigan fan because obviously without Hunter Dickinson, this team doesn't have the same ceiling or even the same floor, which is even more important with that veteran presence because obviously going to be young next season without Isaiah Livers, Franz Wagner, only Eli Brooks really returning from the upperclassmen. So Hunter Dickinson's decision is going to be huge. As I've said, I think he's coming back. We'll see. That's going to be it for the video. Going to start making some recruiting videos soon, so stay tuned for that, and thank you for watching.